What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. As always, put your favorite two-man down in the comment section because I also choose a correct two-man every single day to give free access to Props Made Easy. Give y'all a free monthly access to Props Made Easy so you can see for yourself how amazing the tools are that are the fastest growing, maybe even largest. I don't know how many tools have over 18,500 members. I don't know the situation for the other tools, but I know that Props Made Easy is crazy big and continues to grow at a rapid pace every single day. And it's just off the success. Plain and simple, like the tools throughout the day, the amount of EV that pops in throughout the day on all of these different sports books, man, like, and it consistently, the top EVs are hitting over 75% on a consistent basis throughout every sports book. Now, if you're using just one sports book and not taking advantage of the full benefits of Props Made Easy, then that's your own fault. And obviously your hit rate's not going to be as high if you're not taking the best EV wherever it is. That's just part, that is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But like I've always told you, and I will keep reiterating it because at the end of the day, my job is to make y'all more intelligent bettors and make smarter decisions, whether you're a Props Made Easy member or not. Okay? Whatever city you're in. Okay? Let's say you have I don't know, let's say you have a $100 bankroll, right? Whatever city you're in, whatever sports books you're able to utilize, you need to put some money in multiple of them. That way, wherever the best EV is, you can take it there. Also, stop letting that lure of parlays get you caught up, especially if you have a small bankroll. If you have $20 to your name, your bankroll will deplete incredibly quickly trying to play parlays. Okay, and I'm talking DFS sites as well, because the more legs you add to a slip, the bigger the parlay gets, and they have you convinced to play six-mans every single day. Okay, now the best, most consistent way to make profit would be straight bets, because why? There's one leg you need to hit. It's one leg you need to hit, but guess where you can't play straight bets at? The DFS sites, man. Anyway, happy hump day. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. And y'all know my favorite day of the week, hump day. Wednesday, beautiful hump day. The winner of the free access to Props Made Easy from yesterday is Lee John 72. Lee John, hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL, or you can hit up the Props Made Easy Twitter at Props Made Easy. Ladies and gentlemen, man, if you don't know, if you're new, my name's Cameron. Welcome in. I have a site called greenlightdfs.com where I provide DFS optimal lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel fantasy side of things. If you haven't tried that yet, it's where you create a lineup, you build a roster, and each player has a different amount of money. You build a lineup, and then you put it into tournaments where you could win six figures. Last season, I won somebody $90,000 in a single day in MLB. So if you want to get involved in DFS and try that out, go for it. They have quarter contests that you can throw things into. So greenlightdfs.com is where I do that. I've also adding pick of the days and stuff over there, as well as like my favorite slips, some of my favorite slips. I don't post every one of my slips because then it'd be way too much going on. And I would, I'm sitting here trying to get my best picks in. I'm not trying to post them every single time and have 20 to 30 slips on the page, but I'll post some of them as the day goes on as well for my members as well. So not only do you get the DFS lineup content for the tournaments and stuff in DraftKings and FanDuel, but you also get my favorite picks. Pick of the day for MLB has already been posted this morning, and it is an absolute banger. And yeah, we just gonna keep growing, man. Keep growing, man. And everybody watching right now, man, my goal is to make you a better, make you make more intelligent bets. And yes, you can do that easily by utilizing PropsMadeEasy.com. It's only $20 a month. Everything else is way more expensive to show you the best EV. The EV is not going to change, y'all, by the way. Right? The top EV at Props Made Easy is the top EV anywhere. You know what the difference is, though? Is Props Made Easy is way cheaper, and Props Made Easy has AI simulation projection data as well. I mean, it's just, there's no competition, which is why Props Made Easy is the fastest growing in the industry. No ads, nothing for Props Made Easy. Full organic traffic, full off word of mouth of people having success. Like, this thing is a beast. But whether you use Props Made Easy or not, my goal is to make you a better in general. I may go live today. I kind of have some interest in going back live, man. I miss y'all. I may go live, so y'all keep a lookout for that. All right. Anyway, let's get into the picks, man. Asor Thompson. We're gonna start off with NBA PrizePicks, and we're gonna look at MLB, and we're also gonna take look at some picks on the Game Center as well. All right. So NBA on PrizePicks, Asor Thompson under 8.5 rebounds assists is a 7.38 EV% on PrizePicks. Great spot. Consensus odds are over -140 out of 24 books that have this rebounds assist line for Asor Thompson throughout the industry. AI sim projection on the under as well. If we look at Asor Thompson over the season, he's gone under this in 71.7%, averaging 7.13 rebounds assists. That line's just a little too high here. Not only does the consensus odds tell you that, not only does the sim projection data tell you that, but if you flip the card over, that tells you that. So ton of data pointing towards the under there. So grab that. That will change. Either it'll be taken off the board or that'll drop to 8 or 7.5. So take advantage of it where it is right now. Let's see. Anybody else that's interesting? Now, I want to mention something to y'all as well. Now that we have the ability to see exactly how many books are taken into consideration for the consensus odds, you're able to see things like this, right? Look at Zach LaVine over 3.5 assists. Now, this is at a 5.02, and you do want to target over the 5% EVs. But this Zach LaVine play is damn close to the EV as well, but yet has a 60 sportsbook sample built into its -131 consensus in this 4.46, whereas Keon Ellis only has 11 books who has his point assists available right now, right? So this is a bigger sample. Anytime you see a bigger sample, that's going to be great. Now, you still want the EV to be solid. You don't want a huge sample at a 2 EV. But if it's a play that's slightly under the 5% EV, they're definitely still in play. Zach LaVine over 3.5 assists at a 4.46. So first things first, that EV is almost at our baseline 5 where we're looking for. -131 consensus throughout the industry on the over 3.5 assists throughout the Vegas odds. Oh, out of 60 books who are taken into consideration for this. AI sim projection on the over as well. If we look at Zach LaVine over the season, he's gone over this in 55%, averaging 4.29 assists per game. Good little spot there, man. And I don't want y'all to sleep on these type of plays just because it's a 4.46. This is a very important piece of data to see. That is a large sample, so you know that none of the sports books just being off with their line is influencing this to be the wrong direction or the wrong juice, right? It's very consistent because it's a big sample, right? This 24 is pretty solid. This 11 gives me a little hesitation because there's only 11 books. I might sit back and let that kind of get a bigger amount of books as the day goes on and more drop. All right. Now, let's look at all books. Let's look at all DFS books and see where the absolute best options are in the DFS world. All right. Let me refresh real quick. And let's absolutely look at the best options available. It is 9:39 Central at the moment right now. So as you guys know, you need to pay attention to this stuff all day and check back as the day goes on. Don't just rely on this video. This is a very short burst of information. You need to be able to take advantage. All right. So Asor Thompson under 8.5 rebounds assists on PrizePicks is the best DFS pick you can take at the moment right now. Derek White over 0.5 blocks is a 6.87 on Dabble. At -141 consensus on his over. 19 books have this line available. AI sim projection on the over as well. Tyler Harrow over 5.5 first quarter points is a 6.51 on Dabble. -139 are the consensus throughout the industry on 11 books. Something that sticks out to me as we haven't seen out of some of these top options is this amount of books here. James Harden over 4.5 rebounds, a 6.45 EV on Better. -140 consensus pretty much. Damn near -140 out of 40 books taken into consideration. All right, the bigger the sample, the better, as long as it's over that EV as well. You got to love the bigger samples. If you look over the season, sorry, y'all. If you look over the season, he's hit this line in 63.8 as well. So, again, all of the data adds up, and this is the benefit of props made easy, is not only are you seeing that consensus odds among the industry are -140 on the over 4.5 rebounds out of 40 books available right now, okay? Which is a large sample, which tells you the more books that add, the more it's just going to build up and continue rising. This is a really good spot here. AI simulation projection data is on the over as well. And then you look at the history, and that's a 63% hit rate over the year, averaging 5.7 rebounds a game. Every piece of data links up. And that's all I want for people, the regular bettor especially. I want y'all to be making picks that check every box for you. Plain and simple. That's what I'm here to do, is make you a better bettor. Not necessarily forcing you to use Props Made Easy or telling you the only way you'll have success is Props Made Easy. The only reason I promote Props Made Easy is because I helped create Props Made Easy. I helped give them like, look, this is what people want to know. This is the type of data we need. We need top level data. We need to go to the biggest people in this entire industry to get the biggest, most accurate data we possibly can. And we need to give it to the regular people at an affordable cost. And that's exactly what we've done at Props Made Easy. And that's why I promote it, because it's affordable for all of you. And it gives you more data than anywhere else does. I mean, it's a simple decision to be a Props Made Easy member, plain and simple. The only people who may not be a Props Made Easy anymore, who were before, are people who maybe lost their first 6-man that they tried with Props Made Easy and then immediately canceled. I mean, those people aren't the customer base I'm really trying to focus on. I'm trying to focus on the people who really want to make a difference long term in their sports betting lives and really see potential and betterment, not people who the moment something goes wrong in life, they dip out. You feel what I'm saying? You're just not my demographic I'm pointing to here. All right, but there's some of the best plays there. Let's look at the regular books. Let me uncheck all of these. Let's do DraftKings. Let's do FanDuel. Let's do Fliff. Let's do Novig. Those are kind of some of my favorites that I like to do. If you're in the city and you can do all of these, definitely amazing options. Now, again, the higher the EV goes, when you see EVs like this, now if you have a small bankroll, this is just not the EV for you. You want to take a favored spot, like this Ben Simmons. Matter of fact, I'm placing this right now. Ben Simmons on Fliff. I'm placing this straight bet right now if anybody wants to run it with me real quick. I'm sorry I'm doing this live on the video and wasting y'all's time, but I got to grab it where I got to get it how I get it. You feel me? So NBA, I'm going to grab this right now because, I mean, these type of straight bets are hard to find at times. Let me see. All right, Ben Simmons over 3.5 points. All right. So I'm taking Ben Simmons over 3.5 points at minus 130 odds. Why am I doing that? And why is this such a great play? Because EV is all the way at 8.7. Consensus odds are almost minus 160. But yet I'm getting it at minus 130. So don't worry about how much I'm putting 100 on it. That doesn't mean you have to. But just amazing option to put in here, all right? Anyway, I just put 100 on Ben Simmons over 3.5 points. And again, that's what it is to do EV. That's what it is, all right? That's EV, right? You grab it where it's the best value. And I went straight to Fliff, and I put this in. Anthony Davis over 8.5 rebounds, minus 120, already favored on DraftKings. 8.1 EV, though. Consensus are minus 143 on the over. But yet you're getting it at minus 120. Important to take it on DraftKings on the over 8.5 rebounds for him. Max Struss over 3.5 rebounds, already favored on FanDuel at minus 128. But out of 39 books, which is a bigger sample than we've seen at these other top ones, out of 39 books, you have minus 152 consensus odds throughout the industry on the over. But yet you're getting it at minus 128. So great spot there. Oh, another Fliff. Oh, Fliff has got some juice right now. Dean Wade over 0.5 assists. Favored at minus 155. Consensus odds at I wish I would have paired this with Ben Simmons, but I didn't realize it was down here. I might go the Kawhi Leonard over 4.5 points instead. But the 11 books is just such a small sample. I want to kind of let that grow a little bit. The 20 is decent. Anyway, Malik Beasley under 2.5 assists, already favored on DraftKings at minus 120 on the under. Consensus are minus 140 on the under among 37 books that have this line. AI sim projection on the under as well. So plenty of options available right now. So make sure you take advantage of all the best plays that Props Made Easy has to offer for you for NBA, man. Let's move on to MLB, and I'm going to go DFS first. You guys know me. I'm going DFS first. And then we will touch on the rest. I have favorite EV selected. Let's look at all EV. Ian Happ, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. There's a 6.53 EV on better. All right, minus 139 of the consensus, almost minus 140 of the consensus odds among 19 books on the under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for Ian Happ. AI simulation projections also on the under. Ian Happ so far this year has gone under an 80%. Over the season, over the last 162 games, he's gone under in only 46%. But again, great spot here. Like I said, history is great. If it matches, it's icing on the cake. If it doesn't, I still want the play based off high EV. Pete Alonso over 0.5 runs on underdog of 5.83, minus 131 consensus among 23 books available for this. AI Sim projection on the over as well for the runs for him. Patrick Bailey over 0.5 hits at a 5.53 on better, minus 136 consensus on the over throughout the industry out of 38 books. Good solid sample. Again, that's the difference between some of these. You still have high EV, but yet you got a bigger sample. Of course, we love that sample. That's why we have this on here, so y'all can understand how big of a sample is built into it as well. The higher the sample, the better, because the more books that agree with this, you feel what I'm saying? The more books that are baked into it, which is going to give you more consistency. Jonathan Aranda over 0.5 bases at a 5.2 on underdog, minus 129 consensus out of 37 books on the over here. 0.83 simulation on the over, simulation projection on the over for him as well. So great spots, man. So many good spots there. Let's get out of this. DraftKings, Novig, y'all know the spots I like. FanDuel, Fliff. Let's select them and let's see what we got. Let's take Vivid off. Update. All right, so again, for the people who have a small bankroll who don't want to risk a ton, utilize favored EV. That way you're seeing plays that are already favored. And as you will immediately see, Novig is absolutely flooded with MLB EV right now. Okay, and I definitely encourage you to get a Novig account. Okay, Novig is one of the books that I love to use here in Texas. You can use it here in Texas. If you're in Texas, grab it. Make sure you have a Novig account. Put some money in there. And just play some straight bets if you need to. It's got some great value, man. Jose Trevino over 0.5 bases is already favored on Novig at minus 129, but yet consensus among 39 books is almost at minus 150. So obviously you want it at the minus 129. As always, let me give y'all this analogy once again. It's like, for example, you're selling shoes. I know I say this same one a million times, but it's a good way to understand it for anybody who may be new right now, right? Grabbing this at minus 129 compared to the odds being at minus 150 everywhere else is as if you're reselling shoes, right? You have one store that's going to give you the shoes for 150, another store that's going to give you the shoes for 200. You're selling the shoes for 250. Which one's going to give you more profit? Buying them at 150. Same situation here. You're pretty much buying the shoes at a better cost than you would the other place, right? Everywhere else has this around minus 150 where you're getting it at minus 129. Great odds. Mike Trout under 1.5 bases already favored heavy at minus 139 on Novig, but yet consensus are minus 160 on the under 1.5 bases for Mike Trout out of 41 book sample size. So again, amazing options available on MLB as well. Proximate Easy Tool can make you a professional bettor immediately. Take advantage. Now, on the Game Center, here's my strategy on the Game Center as well. I like to use the main markets, like the main markets that I enjoy, like team total, because you're going to see bigger sample sizes of sports books here in these different spots. Team total, total points is another one that you'll have big samples, as like see 90 books and tuned in that one. Point spread and money line. These are the spots that are going to have the most books involved, like the most options available and the most books caked into the consensus odds. So those are the ones I like to attack the most. For NBA, there's nothing too crazy. So the highest EV we have for team total is the Charlotte Hornets, over 103.5 team total on DraftKings at minus 105 odds. It's minus 117 everywhere else out of 25 books that have this available. 5.53 expected value on the Hornets, over 103.5 team total. And then the top option over on total points is going to be a 3.26 EV. Again, this is a spot where I just avoid. There's no need to take a 3.26 EV. There's better other places. Same thing here. Point spread, 2.89 EV. Don't worry about it. Money line, at least it gets up to a 4.37. The tool likes Atlanta Hawks money line. You can get it for the best odds on Bet365, Bet Online, and a few other places. 4.37 EV. On the money line for the Atlanta Hawks. Consensus is plus 140 everywhere else, but you're getting it at plus 150 here. So I definitely like the spot here for the Atlanta Hawks money line. Again, they're not favored, so this is a riskier bet, but long term, this bet right here would make you more money than a favored bet would. Okay? But you have to be able to take those losses to your bankroll, and if you have a small bankroll, I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? All right, let's move on to MLB. Let's see what the best picks are for MLB for the Game Center. Again, main lines are the run line. For MLB, the main lines are run line. If you want to write this down, go ahead. The main lines that you want to focus on are run line, team total, and money line. Okay, those are your main spots. So first off, let's look at run line. We have the Giants +1 at -105 on rebet. They are -116 among 25 books everywhere else. So a 5.23 EV. Good spot there. If you want to take little risk and take a highly favored spot, you can go the Angels +1.5 at a 4.8 EV. Already favored at -145. So this is already highly expected to happen on Hard Rock, but yet consensus are over -163. So again, great value. And again, less risk in this play than taking this -105 option. But the EV is higher here. And again, long term, you're going to make more money with this than you will this. But this will lose more often than this one will. Right? But if you can handle long term, this will make more profit. All right, I know a lot of people are like, oh, like I've seen people before online, like somebody will post their win-loss record and be up profit-wise, but their win-loss record be like 50 wins and 200 losses. Who gives a fuck about the win-loss if you're profitable? You feel what I'm saying? Like, who really cares? I mean, the win-loss means zero. If you have a good enough bankroll to bet consistently. And the most successful bettors are going to be people who can actually suffice a decent bankroll. My favorite bet today is taking the Colorado Rockies under 2.5 team total at -115 on Circa. Why? It's a 6.03 EV. The Colorado Rockies are in Philly facing Zach Wheeler. Okay, you're getting the odds at -115 on Circa, where it's -131 everywhere else out of 60 books. I just love this spot, man. The Rockies are not hitting the ball very well. Now they're facing an elite pitcher of Zach Wheeler in Philly. I think Zach's able to hold him to nothing until he leaves the game, and then all we need is that Philly bullpen to hold it down for this bad offense for the rest of the way. So I think that I love this under on the Rockies 2.5 team totals. The Phillies under 4.5 team total is also a decent option at 4.83. But, man, so many good options. Again, if you want to take the least risky play, it would be dropping down and getting these favorite options like this. Oakland Athletics under 4.5 team totals, already favored on Circa at -125, where the consensus odds are -140 among 55 books. So this is a safer play. Why? Because it's already favored over -120 odds. It's -125. Now, this is almost favored. You know what I mean? But still, great EV. Take it. I love that. I love that spot. I ain't gonna lie. And if I lose, fuck it. It's a great play though. Money line. Pittsburgh Pirates money line. You can get this at Bet Online at -106 odds, where it's -117 everywhere else out of a 108 book sample. Consensus are -117 on the Pittsburgh money line, but yet you get it at -106 on Bet Online for a 4.79 EV. Again, make professional level bets with props made easy at only $20 a month. All right, it's up to you. Either way, I love you. I appreciate you for joining. As always, this is a good one too. The Reds money line's already favored. This is a less risky play, grabbing it favored at -131, where consensus are -144 out of 104 books. So the entire sportsbook industry leans towards Cincinnati Reds comfortably winning this game against Texas today on the money line. You've got Hunter Green, I believe, facing some other dude, Leader, I think it is. Hunter Green's a great pitcher. I think he's able to pull this one out. But yeah, already a favored spot again on Novig, where some of the best value is. So if you're in a state that can grab Novig, grab it, because there's some good value there. All right, thank y'all for joining me, man. It's almost a 25-minute long video. We've been getting all the value this morning. Appreciate y'all. Happy hump day. Let's get this money, baby. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. Lock in, my boy. Thank y'all. Peace.